So far what we've done is created a animation that is moving across the screen. His little legs are moving and he's going from left to right. So we're going to make some modifications to this in this clip. And what we're going to do is make the head look like it's talking. So we're going to go back into our compound clip by selecting the little icon here on the left. And that's going to take us back to where we have all our pieces to our character stacked on top of each other. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some of these other heads and we're going to kind of stack them on here, sort of like a little step ladder fashion, so that when this timeline moves from the left to the right, it's going to hit one head, and then as it goes down the line, it's going to come up to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. I'll show you what I mean by this. So right now the head that we have on here is M2. I'm going to go ahead and start by using M7, and I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to kind of put it in here sort of in a step ladder fashion. So I'm going to kind of like stagger it a little bit. So I'm just going to move it in a little bit further into the timeline. Let's go use M6 and do the same thing. Again, we're kind of creating a step ladder look here. You got 1, 2, 3 steps now. Grab number 5, but I'm going to do the same thing with that one. Kind of moving it in here, sort of like a step ladder. Number 4, I'm going to do the same thing with that. And that's enough, I think, just to be able to demonstrate what I'm trying to do here. So number 2 is my original face here. That's the one that I selected, that I sized, and I put exactly right on top of his shoulders here so that it's in the right place. You'll notice that these other ones that I brought in are all giant and big, right? So what I want to do is I want to actually copy the features that I have here. You'll notice when I look at this transform over here, under the position where the x-axis is, there's a number, 0.7. That indicates where the x-axis is. Where the y-axis is 266.9. Also, on the scale, we brought the size down to 18.03. So I don't want to have to memorize all that. All I want to do is go ahead and make sure that all of these other ones have the same exact measurements and the same position on the screen. If I select that first one that has all those things going on, I'm going to copy it. So again, I can either use my keyboard, Command C to copy, or I can go to Edit and copy. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and select all these. I think I can do it all at once. If I select all these other ones that I brought in, and then I'm going to go to Edit and Paste Attributes, and then select Transform. And that's going to make sure that everything that's under that transform is going to copy to all those other clips. Now if I'm correct, what's going to happen is when I look at this, is all these faces, you'll notice that the face changes over here as I move along. They're all the same exact size and they're all in the same exact position. So when I play it from the beginning, you'll notice this guy's face kind of change and it almost looks like he's talking. Okay, so what do I do next? I'm going to go ahead and just kind of bring this timeline over to about here, and I'm going to cut these right down the line here. I'm going to cut them right down the line. So I'm going to use this blade feature right here. If I go over here to where this little blue arrow is, I'm going to go down to where it says blade, and now I'm going to cut down on this line right here. I'm actually making a cut on these clips all the way down to the original head that I have. And then I'm going to go back here and use the select feature again. And I want to actually select these and delete. Select and delete. Select and delete. So I'm selecting it with that select feature and hitting the delete key on my keyboard. Why did I do that? Because now I want to go ahead and grab these, and I'm doing that by holding down the shift key and just clicking on each one of these. Okay, now I've selected all of those and I'm going to copy them. Again, Command C to copy, or I can go to Edit and copy. And I want this line to be right here at the end of all these clips. And now I'm going to paste. Command B for Valentine to paste. And I'm pasting it right next to each other. Or I can go to Edit and Paste. I'm going to do that until I get to the end of my clip here. Okay, and if it goes beyond that, that's fine also. Now I'm going to go back to my original timeline. And you'll notice that when I play this now, my guy is moving across the screen, but his face is also changing. It almost looks like he's talking now. Different reactions, different faces. Okay? So now we've got that done. In the next clip, we'll make some other modifications.